More aid to the Houthis as the US continues its military campaign against them. Well, with me in the studio is Mohamed Taha from BBC Arabic. Mohamed, this is a really interesting development, the Houthis firing missiles at Israel.
And millions of Israelis went to bunkers in the last few hours. This is a massive development in the war in the last few days. We can see now that the Houthis are in the forefront of attacking the American facilities and the Israeli facilities. However, we saw the Israeli army advanced on the ground in Gaza. They managed to regain what's so-called the Netsarim corridor to separate the north of Gaza from the south. We did not see any response militarily from Hamas against Israel. We did not see them attacking their tanks. Surprisingly, we didn't see them launching missiles into the Israeli cities. We didn't see also Hezbollah responding to all of this, but the force that is taking the forefront in the fight against the Americans and the Israelis are the Houthis in Yemen, which are about 2,000 kilometers away from there. A very interesting development, and Benjamin Netanyahu made a statement in the early morning saying that they will pay the price.
Yeah, so as you said, Israeli military has extended its ground operations in Gaza. We've got these attacks coming from the Houthis towards Israel. So the fighting is back on. And in the meantime, the ceasefire, what if anything, is going on as far as that is concerned? What's next? Yeah,
it looks like that the ceasefire deal that was signed in January is gone. And then now the Americans are looking forward to see if the Hamas and Israel would agree on a different formula on the current situation. Because what's the situation is, after the finishing of the first stage of the ceasefire, the second stage is talking about the Israeli full withdrawal, the end of Israeli presence in Gaza and the end of war and the humanitarian situation in Gaza. Now we see that all of these fronts have stopped. So Israeli forces are back in Gaza. There is no end of the war, and the humanitarian situation is there in Gaza. And now the Americans and the Israelis are trying to convince Hamas to extend the first phase, to have more hostages back, and to release prisoners without ending of the war.
Okay, Mohamed, thank you for bringing us up to date. Mohamed Taha there from BBC.